Welcome everybody to another important session from Nairo Research, and I'm Srijit here. And in this session, I'm briefing you about what are the different types of licenses offered from AMS. So the two common type of licenses are fixed and floating licenses, and how we can define those licenses. So you can check it from our SCM page itself. So it is available in scm.com counting processes. So this is actually that page which brief you what are the different types of licenses and how can it be licensed. So let me start with the fixed license, also known as not locked or post-locked license. By definition, it is tied to a specific computer or workstation. It is activated using a license key or a file that is unique to a particular machine hardware identification. For example, MAC address or post ID. So how we can use it? So this type of license allows one or more authorized users to run the AMS software on a designated computer. So the number of concurrent users might be limited based on the specific license agreement. For example, a single user or a multi-user for a specific machine. And speaking about the portability, the fixed licenses are generally not portable. If you want to use the software on a different machine, you would typically need a separate license to that computer. And it is best suited for individual users or small groups which are primarily working on a dedicated workstation. So the computers that have a consistent set of users, or the situation where internet connectivity for license verification is not always reliable after the initial activation. And how we can manage the license management is simpler, as it is linked to a specific machine. And then the next type of license is a floating license. So the floating license, also known as network license, and it is defined as a license which is not tied to a specific machine, but instead is managed by a central license server or a network. A pool of licenses is available, and when a user on any network computer wants to run the AMS software, it checks out a license from the server. And how we can use this allows a larger group of users to share a limited number of licenses across the multiple computers. The number of concurrent users is limited by the number of licenses purchased. And speaking about the portability, the floating license offers more flexibility as users can run the software on any computer connected to a network where the license server is running. I repeat, the license server is running as long as the license is available. And it can be suited for larger research groups or departments with multiple users who need to access the software from various machines. For example, high-performance computing clusters where different nodes might need to run the software, organization that wants to optimize license utilization by allowing sharing among users who may not use the software simultaneously. And speaking about the cost, floating license can sometimes be more cost-effective for larger groups compared to purchasing individual fixed licenses for each user or a machine. So the licensing fee for floating cores might be counted differently. For example, double compared to post-lock licenses. So for example, with a 16-core floating license, you can use maximum 16 CPU cores of a cluster at the same time, or either one 16-core job or two 8-core jobs that can run concurrently. So that's what the details related to licensing. Thank you. And for more information, I request you to kindly subscribe our channel, Nairo Research, and also please follow our LinkedIn page, Nairo Research India. Thank you.